Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Rosalind Court. I'm not Morag. I'm Una. I'm normally hiding in the corner, but I've been given this wonderful job today. Welcome to everybody who's watching at home and everybody who's here. We'll all have a wonderful evening. Now, important part is we're going to have a raffle. Oh, everybody here in the room is immediately put into the raffle for some mega prizes. We have a CD, one of Jackie's CDs, and the most important prize of the evening, which is a toilet roll, because we always have a toilet roll. And everybody at home, if you make a donation or you join in the chat, your name will go into the raffle, and you have the chance of winning a big prize. Now, Morag normally does the floor spot, so you've drawn the short straw because you've got me. Now, this is a song I've done lots of times before. It kind of says we need some positivity because things are a bit sometimes. So feel free to join in the chorus of this song. You have to use your imagination, so I am a man of slightly older years than I am. How much imagination that takes, I don't know. All right. When I was 80, I started smoking. Took to drinking at 85. At 90, I started courting. Thank God that I was alive. 95 saw me in business, determined to break in a pile. At 100, I made my first million, so I started living in style. It's never too late to start living, to get out and have some fun. The sun'll be just as shiny in the morning as the first day the world begun. That's your chorus. So I moved to an uptown penthouse, used 50s to light my cigars, developed a taste for fine champagne, and drove fast Italian cars. Well, the doctor, he gave me a warning and a lecture on right and wrong. If I didn't give up my sinful ways, I wouldn't last very long. But it's never too late to start living, to get out and have some fun. The sun'll be just as shiny in the morning as the first day the world begun. The sad verse. Now I'm a 200-year-old alcoholic, and the nicotine's caught up on me. And worst of all, in this morning's mail, got sued for paternity. But I'm not really unhappy, 'cause maybe I'll have me a son, and his mornings will be just as shiny as the first day the world begun. 'Cause it's never too late to start living, to get out and have some fun. The sun'll be just as shiny in the morning as the first day the world begun. It's never too late to start living, to get out and have some fun. The sun'll be just as shiny in the morning as the first day the world begun. Right, it is my great pleasure to welcome our guest of honour this evening, Jackie Oates.
Hello. How are you all doing? This is exciting, isn't it? I love it. I've not played in a B&B before. And I'm quite new to the world of solo gigs as well. I usually have a collection of Johns with me, different Johns. So I'm going to do lots of kind of bobbing up and down and stuff. So I'm going to start with a gorgeous convict transportation song. Yeah, that that I learnt from the singing of Nick Jones, and this is called The Isle of France, and it's named after... so the Isle of France was the old name for the island of Mauritius. Right. Okay. Oh, the sky was dark and the night advanced when a convict came to the Isle of France, and around his leg was a ring and chain, and his country was of the shamrock green. I'm from the shamrock, this convict cried, that has been tossed on the ocean wide. For being unruly, I do declare, I was doomed to transport these 7 long years. When 6 of them, they were up and past, I was coming home to make up the last. When the winds did blow and the seas did roar, they cast me here on this foreign shore. So then the Coast Guard, he played a part, and with some brandy he cheered the convict's heart. Although the night is far advanced, you shall find a friend on the Isle of France. So he sent a letter all to the Queen concerning the wreck of the Shamrock Green, and his freedom came by hourly post. For the absent convict they thought was lost. God bless the Coast Guard, this convict cried, for he saved my life from the ocean wide, and I'll drink his health in a flowing glass, and his success to the Isle of France. Thank you very much. So I live in a little market town called Wallingford, which is near to Oxford. And I've lived in lots of different places, but I'm going to sing you a song about the town where I was born, which is a little town called Congleton in Cheshire. And, oh, hang on. My earliest childhood memory was of standing in town watching Congleton Carnival, and someone dressed as a bear walking down the road. And this is because Congleton has an ancient history of having its own bear who dances on special occasions. And this would have been a real bear once upon a time, but now it's just a man dressed as one. So this is the story of the Congleton Bear, and it's set to the tune of a Cotswold Morris tune called Swaggering Boney. So please join in. Once I have... So I've got a new viola. Do you like it? It's got a head on it. It's got Robin Hood's head on it. Yeah, it has. Okay. There we go. Oh, that doesn't sound quite right, does it? That'll be why. Oh, I'm so sorry. There we go. Coming on and the berry took ill. We tried him with potion, with brandy and pill. He died in his sleep at the eve of the wakes. The cause it was said was strong ale and sweet cakes. The cheeses of Cheshire are famed, but beware of stories they tell of the Congleton Bear. Congleton Bear, Congleton Bear. They sold the church Bible to buy a new bear. Served the town well and he served the town true. To lie him in state was the least they could do. The old bear was dead, a successor they'd need. A new bear was wanted and that at great speed. The cheeses of Cheshire are famed, but beware of stories they tell of the Congleton Bear. Congleton Bear, Congleton Bear. They sold the church Bible to buy a new bear. Parson is useful in times of great need, and in by with strong porter he quickly agreed. The parson his Bible he gave then and there. We sold it in Nantwich to buy a new bear. The cheeses of Cheshire are famed, but beware of stories they tell of the Congleton Bear. Congleton Bear, Congleton Bear. They sold the church Bible to buy a new bear. The cheering would waken the dead. It caused the old bear for to rise from his bed. The cheeses of Cheshire are famed, but beware of stories they tell of the Congleton Bear. Congleton Bear, Congleton Bear. They sold the church Bible to buy a new bear. Thank you very much. Right, I am going to play you a set of tunes now. Once I have tuned up a bit. It's very hot. So I realised I did a concert on Monday in Stafford, and there was a special theme because it was part of a festival, and the theme was food for the journey. So myself and my accompanist Mike put together a special set, and I enjoyed playing a special set so much that I thought I might put a special set together for you tonight on the theme of the seaside. So there's going to be lots of things about drowning, I think, and smuggling and stuff. Right, so this one isn't on a theme. This is two tunes. So after I lived in Congleton and Stafford, I moved to Devon, and I stayed there for a very long time because I fell in love with the music scene there. And every Wednesday I used to go to Chagford and play music with my friend Steve, who has an allotment that he's very fond of. And he wrote this next tune, and it's called Being on Chagford Allotments on a May Morning. And then I'll go into one that's written by one of the John Spires, and that is a tune called One for Paul, and it's designed for one-row melodeon players, but hopefully they won't mind me playing it. Thank you. So I'll do my first specially themed song for you. So this one is called The Poor Smuggler's Boy, and it comes from a man from Sidmouth who was a winkle picker called Old Jake, I think. And yeah, it's a bit sad, but I'll do something happy afterwards. Mm-hmm. My father and mother quite happy did dwell in a neat little cottage. They reared me up well till father he ventured all on the salt sea, with a keg of good brandy to the land of the free. It's for Holland we steered with our topsails cast high, till the thunderbolt flung us quite far from the tide. Our topmast and rigging was blown by the wave, leaving poor father to a watery grave. I jumped overboard, oh, I jumped in the main, to save my poor father, but 'twas all in vain. I clasped his cold body, but quite lifeless was he. I was forced for to leave him so deep in the sea. I clung to a plank and I made for the shore. Bad news for my mother, 'cause father's no more. Mother, poor soul, broken-hearted she died, leaving me for to wander, a poor smuggler's boy. Right, I said I was going to do a happy one next, but I wasn't telling the truth. This is another seaside-themed song. So when I'm not being a folk singer, I work as a music therapist, and I do a lot of bedside work and stuff, and I started off by bringing my keyboard with me, but I felt like I was in the Pet Shop Boys. So I invested in this accordion last summer, and I went to a John Kirkpatrick left-hand workshop, but I switched off after 10 minutes because it all got a bit overwhelming. So I've only learnt 3 bass notes, but you can do quite a lot with them. So they're going to be played a lot tonight. So this is an Icelandic lullaby, and it's so creepy that I'm going to sing it in Icelandic rather than English, but it is on a seaside theme. It's called Sother Unga Austin Min, and it comes from a film from 1914, and the scene in which it's sung is where a mother is singing to her baby, and she's saying, "Sleep, my young love," before throwing the baby in the sea. I'm sorry. But then I will segue into a jolly dandling song that's set to the tune of a Swedish polska. Sother unga Austin min, muti reknjau graido. Mamma geinili gutlin pin, gamma vega venuskrin, vi auskulum vaka regne di manedo. Dance, little baby, dance up high. Never mind, mother is by. Crow and caper, caper, crow. There, little baby, there you go. Up to the ceiling, down to the ground. Backwards, forwards, round and round. Smile, baby, and mother will sing. We'll dance so gaily in a ring. Dance, little baby, dance up high. Never mind, mother is by. crow and caper, caper crow. There, little baby, there you go. Up to the ceiling, down to the ground. Backwards, forwards, round and round. Smile, baby, and mother will sing. We'll dance so gaily in a ring. I'm going to do you a bit of nostalgia now. This is probably a song that you will all know, but you'll probably know it as a hymn. And this was the original that was turned into that hymn. So this is called The Banks of the Bann. There we go. That's it. When first to this country a stranger I came, I placed my affection in a girl that was young. She being fair and tender, her waist small and slender, kind nature had formed her for my overthrow. And on the banks of the Bann, it was there I first met her. She appeared like some angel or Egypt's fair queen. Her eyes like diamonds or stars brightly shining. She's one of the fairest that ever I've seen. Oh, it was her cruel parents that first caused our variance, because I was poor and of a low degree. But I'll do all my endeavour to earn my love's favour, although she is from of a high family. And my name, it is Delaney. It's a name that won't shame me. And if I had the money, I'd never have roamed, but drinking and sporting, night rambling and courting, were the cause of my ruin and absence from home. Ah, but had I the wealth that is in the East Indies, I'd put rings on her fingers and gold in her hair, and there on the banks of the lovely Bann River, in all kinds of splendor, I'd live with my dear.
power. I'm interrupting you just for a minute. So all you people at home who are watching, I hope you're enjoying this as much as we are here. It's a lovely sound. It's wonderful. But very talented musician we have here. She plays loads of instruments. Distinct lack of ukulele. And kazoos. Not seeing any kazoos. So, what we're asking is, if you thought at home you wanted to support the live music, keep music live in small venues like we run here, that, perhaps a small donation to cover the cost of a kazoo, that could be a couple of pounds. We're not expecting one of these plug-in ones that, electrify, just, a couple of pounds. All goes to run such a wonderful venue, keep music live, keep everything going for local people. We have lots of people here every week, and it's wonderful. Okay, Jackie, you've got merch over here, like a whole mall of stuff. The table's groaning under the weight of it. But how do the people at home get your merch?
Bandcamp.
Oh.
It's all on Bandcamp apart from the soap.
And how do they buy your soap?
Coming to a live gig. I can't make it.
There we go. It smells delicious.
Thank you.
It smells wonderful. Right. So hopefully people at home, you will keep. Don't forget, if you donate, if you join in the live chat while you're watching. Obviously, if you're listening later and you can't join in the live chat. But we appreciate all your support. And now I'm going to hand you back to Jackie.
Thank you. Indeed, yes, I've got lots and lots of things available on Bandcamp. Oh no. See, I always struggle. I'll pop it on the other side. I'm going to sing you a song that I found on YouTube. As you do. No, that's not going to work over there. This is a knitter's song, and it's from the Basque country, and I think it was brought over by spinners to California, Basque-speaking peoples. And myself and John Spires tried translating it, but it didn't really work, so I'm going to stick to Basque. But it translates as, I am spinning wool. I'm going to pop that there, sorry. My new viola is slightly too fat for the microphone. Okay. Oh no! I'll pop that there then. Apologies. Is that going to work? Oh, I always get flustered, you see. I try and do too many things. Okay. There we go. That'll have to do. Can you hear it? Okay. So this is called Iruten Ari Nusu, or I Am Spinning Wool. gitten duzu, oi suspirare keen. Ni gara gitten duzu, ni gara bitten. I got the words wrong there because I'm just making it up, basically. Konsolaturen sida, koloriak bete. Konsolaturen sida, koloriak bete. There we go. Thank you. I'll do you a quick drowning song. This is a version, another one, yeah. But this is slightly varies on the last one. This is a song called The Lakes of Shylin, or Young Leonard, and it tells of why it's not a good idea to go swimming in deep and cursed water when you've been warned not to. It's not a good plan. So. It was early one morning, young Leonard arose, and off to his cousin's bedchamber he goes, saying, "Arise, my dear cousin, and let no one know. 'Tis a fine summer's morning, to the lakes let us go." They walked on together till they came to a lane, when who should they meet but a keeper of game, crying, "Turn back, young Leonard, do not venture in, for there's deep and fast water in the lake of Marsh Green." And they walked on together till they came to a lake. Young Leonard took off his clothes, began for to swim. He swam to an island, he swam it twice round. He said, "It's deep and false water, and I'm sinking down," saying, "Cousin, lovely cousin, do not venture in." It was deep and false water, and young Leonard was drowned. And that very same morning, Leonard's sister, she rose straight to her mother's chamber, straight to her she goes. "I dreamed a sad dream about Leonard last night. He was dressed in a shroud of snow white. That very same morning, Leonard's mother came in. lake of marsh green. Right, I've got one more song for you, and then there's going to be an interval, if that's okay. Is that okay? I don't know. This one's quite long. I'll do it slowly. Yeah, and during the interval, I've got various things with me. I've got some CDs and some vinyl, and a card reader. And I've also got, as I mentioned earlier, if you don't have a CD player anymore, as many don't, you can buy albums in candle, soap, or bauble form. So basically you get a little code that you can put into Bandcamp and download an album of your choice, if you would like one of those. So I'm going to leave you with a song called The Robber's Retreat. And this song usually takes about half an hour to sing, but I've sped it up a bit, and yeah, it's mostly all chorus, so please join in. Come fill up your glasses and let us be merry. For to rob and to plunder, it is our intent. As we roam through the valley, where the lilies and the roses and the beauty of Kashmir lay drooping his head, then away, then away, then away to those caves in yonder mountain where the robbers retreat. We come from yonder mountain and our pistols are loaded, and we'll rob and we'll plunder as is our intent. As we roam through the valley where the lilies and the roses and the beauty of Kashmir lay drooping his head, then away, then away, then away to those caves in yonder mountain where the robbers retreat. Hark, hark in the distance, there's footsteps approaching. Stand, stand and deliver, that is our watch cry. And take your gold and your silver, or your life is resisted. We will scorn at your agony and laugh at your threats. As we roam through the valley where the lilies and the roses and the beauty of Kashmir lay drooping his head, then away, then away, and then away to those caves in yonder mountain where the robbers retreat. So now we'll return to our wives and our children, expecting their fathers to come robbing this way. And come fill up your glasses and let us be merry, whilst the moonbeams are shining right over our bed. As we roam through the valley where the lilies and the roses and the beauty of Kashmir lay drooping his head. And then away, then away, and then away to those caves in yonder mountain where the robbers retreat. Thank you.
The most important part of these events. So you have to pick. Oh, I should be talking into this, shouldn't I? Is to pick two tickets. You could read it.
Okay. So we have Vivian Richardson.
Oh, so Vivian's watching online. So you have won a CD. So Vivian, you need to send us your address so we can post it onto you.
Ben Ashmaid.
Oh. You've got the more important part. So, is it at all possible, because we're we're going to have a little break shortly before she runs away. But could we possibly have one more song before?
Okay. All right.
Okay. Let's have one more song for us here. And then after that, we will be having a break here, but I will come back and talk to you about that before you all disappear off online. Well done.
Right, I will do you a quick one. And this is a Cornish children's song. And it's called Harvey Darvey, Dressed in Black. And I learnt this from the late Cyril Tawney. Harvey Darvey dressed in black, silver buttons all down his back. Every button cost a crown. Harvey Darvey, turn around. Parson Darby wore a black gown, and every button cost half a crown. Port to port and toe to toe, turn the ship and away we go. Anamaski, lock the door and turn the key. Heel for heel and knee for knee, turn for Darby's company. Parson Darby wore a black gown, and every button cost half a crown. Port to port and toe to toe, turn the ship and away we go. There you go. Thank you.
Okay. So I have to have my cue sheet now because I won't remember everything at this point. Okay. Thank you, everybody. This is especially for the people going at home because we're going to have another wonderful half here. Lots more songs, lots more music and tunes. Not too much from me. You knew you finished me. But thank you, Jackie. That was wonderful. Fantastic. Well done. Thank you to everybody at home for watching. Obviously, just say again, if you would feel you would like to donate. I should have said the little thing is running above the bottom of the screen. I should have said that. Running above the screen. And via the Roslyn Court website, you can do that. Saying thank you to everybody on the team that's here. So we have Jeff on the door, ably assisted by Jane. Roger, as normal, doing a wonderful job of doing the camera work, the filming work, the live streaming. John doing amazing sound. Phil doing our lights and cameras. Lizzie up in Galashiels doing all the internet stuff. And normally it's me in the corner, but being ably assisted today in my place with Pam and Steph doing a wonderful job running the bar. So thank you all for supporting us here. We have live music every week, or most weeks. Very occasionally we don't. And there are lots of great kind of performers coming up. 3rd of July, Joe Hook. 10th of July, Patakas. I may say that wrong, but that's Paul Sarton and Sons. And July the 17th, Linda Moylan. Lots more. Keep following us online. And yes, keep live music going, especially here in Thanet and in Kent. Thank you, everybody. And that's it. You know, until the next time, good night, everybody outside. Those of you here, we're going to do a little bit more before you disappear. Okay. So before...